Good morning, good morning, good morning, you beautiful people. Happy Saturday. We're back at it. Ooh. I put out a little feeler this week about what people wanted me to talk about, and a lot of people mentioned like different things about the holidays. And so I guess we're just going to touch on a few of those things, because obviously I have something to say about everything, and I definitely have something to say about the holidays. But first and foremost, Halloween made me like really sad this year because we barely got any kid trick-or-treaters, and like the house was decorated and, you know, definitely looked like Halloween-y. So it was like, you know, come on up. And I feel like maybe we barely got like 20 people. And we got so much candy. And at one point we're just like literally throwing them buckets full of candy, like handfuls of candy. But yeah, and I just like, that shit makes me super sad. That's why I'm not like into it like everybody's into it, because I'm just like, that shit disappointed me. And I was expecting all these kids to come up and we were gonna run out of candy, and we literally had to like force a bunch of people to take like grips of candy that were not trying to take that much candy. So that was a little bit sad. A little bit sad. One other thing that like I don't know if it's like a trend or something right now, but like I feel like everybody's eyebrows are like looking like this, like just like with the little skin in the middle. Like I literally see girls like half as thick of this as a freaking eyebrow, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the style right now or what the situation is. I'm sorry, y'all. There's like I feel like there's like a bow hair in my eye or something. But literally, like, these girls are out here with these freaking brows like this thick, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. And I've always had like a problem with my eyebrows. Like I feel like they're like decent, you know, but I just like have always felt some type of way about my eyebrows, and always felt so self-conscious about eyebrows. And like that's one of the first things I look at when I look at people is like their eyebrows. And I don't know, it's just like so weird to me. It's just like, bro, it's like this thick. Like what are you doing, girl? Like this big. I'm like, what the hell? Don't paint it that big. You don't need to be that girl. It's not supposed to be that thick. Stop. And especially one girl, I used to be best friends with her in college, and then she just like totally dumped me over some whack ass shit. And if you ever watch these videos, fuck you, Julie. Fuck you. But she always would say some shit and like, oh, if you have ugly eyebrows, don't talk to me. Like she was just like, you know, I'm glad that we're not friends, because she got progressively worse about like thinking that she was just so much better than everybody else. And she had some of the fucking ugliest eyebrows, like this shit too, just so fucking thick, just the fucking thickest shits you've ever seen. And I'm like, bitch, you're talking about, oh, don't talk to me if you have ugly eyebrows. Like, dude, talk to yourself. Did you put yourself in that category of don't talk to me? Because, bitch, you're in that category. Ugh. So don't paint your eyebrows too thick. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking shit. I need to get to what I'm talking about. But so people were talking about like holiday traditions and like weird traditions and stuff like that. And someone requested talking about like how to avoid uncomfortable situations during the holidays. Talking about Thanksgiving and how Thanksgiving like primarily gets skipped in the holidays. And I know it's like, you know, it goes back to the pilgrims and they're, you know, invaders and all this shit like that. And it's like, I get that. But I'm not talking about Thanksgiving for like, oh, I'm here to celebrate what they did to massacre all those people. I'm talking about Thanksgiving like, let's roast a motherfucking turkey, be with our family, and be grateful and thankful for each other, you know, because we're definitely not grateful or thankful enough in this world, in this life, for the people that we have and the people that we're around. Thanksgiving gets skipped literally every time. Like, Chris knows what I'm talking about. People literally put up Christmas decor when Halloween's over. like the night of Halloween, the morning of Halloween. And it's like, there's not really a whole lot of decorations for Thanksgiving, but like, what about Thanksgiving? You know? And if that's what makes you happy in this world, do what's going to make you happy. I'm going to judge you for it, but do what's going to make you happy. Because it's like, this is your world and we're all just living in it. But I also think that everybody just skips Thanksgiving right away. It's like Halloween, Christmas. Like all of the Halloween scary shows got taken off of the TV, off all the streaming platforms, and it's just Christmas movies everywhere. And I was like, I don't want to watch Christmas movies. I was in the middle of a 4-season show, not in the middle of it. I was literally in the middle of the last season, and it got taken off. And I'm upset. It was called Killing Eve, if anybody wants to know. It was really good. It had Sandra Oh in it, and it was so good. But in my house, the tradition was after Thanksgiving, you could put up Christmas shit. But Christmas shit does not go up until after Thanksgiving. And in my house, that is the rule. But also, I'm not really into that much Christmas anyway, so it's just like, for me, I don't even care. But like I said, if that's what makes you happy, live your life. Baby, live your life. I know people who have their Christmas tree up all year round. And if they want to do that, more power to them. You know, live your life. If that's what makes you happy. I don't care. I don't care. I finished coloring a picture this morning. I'm going to show you guys because I know I talked about it last week. But, I mean last week on Monday because that's over late. Oh, yeah. Look at this little stain, too. I think it's from an Oreo. I want to color, like, the lights in the houses, but I don't really know. So, for now, I'm just going to leave it blank. Yeah. So, now I have 3 pictures, I think. Yeah, 3 that I colored. So, I have the one with the fish. And then this little house. And then this owl, I showed you that last week. And then this one. I love this new coloring book. I'm so excited. It makes me so happy. But weird traditions. So one thing that we always got when we were kids, Christmas Eve, we would always get new pajamas, right? And then on Christmas, we'd be like, oh, I like your pajamas. Oh, I'm like, oh, thank you, yeah. And then that was like what we got excited for because on Christmas Eve, we would open our pajamas and then we can go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and then, yeah, have real Christmas and then open all the presents. But I feel like I don't really have any other, like, too many weird traditions. I feel like for, like, holidays and stuff like that, one big thing that my mom always used to do was just, like, encourage us to go to sleep early so that we could get visited by the Easter Bunny. You know, she'd be like, you guys got to be good. You got to be listening. And we'd always be getting some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was always something that was really exciting. Sometimes I just get too sidetracked and then I have to, like, choose my words carefully. Okay, one thing that I did want to touch on is how to avoid uncomfortable situations at holiday functions, holiday family functions, or any functions, because sometimes that's really difficult, and sometimes it's like confrontational, and sometimes it's like scary and not easy to, you know, want to make those choices and like have to make those choices, you know, because not every space is a safe space. And that's really sad and that's really frustrating. And I'm sorry for anybody that has to go through that. But a couple things that I would recommend is that if you feel already uncomfortable before even going, like, you don't have to go. People might be mad, but like no one's putting a gun to your head and making you go. So that's always first rule number 1. You don't gotta go. You could feel guilty. You might feel bad, whatever the situation might be, but you don't have to go. I'm just saying. The second thing is that if you're with somebody, like if you're with your partner or with a group of friends, you can create like a little code word, a little safe word, a little sentence or whatever, and that could be like you're out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this time of year really is nippy. And then, you know, everyone's like, oh, said the code sentence. Let's get the fuck out of here. So, you know, it could be as simple as that. You know, if you're with your partner, with your friends or whatever, if you're like, hey guys, I might feel uncomfortable at any point. If anybody feels uncomfortable, please use the code word and we'll wrap up. We'll pack it up right then and there. Like, you know, no questions asked, whatever. We'll get up out of there. Another thing you could do is stand your ground. I mean, like, you know, holidays are always something without, you know, it's a good time to fight. So my mom gets really mad when we fight at Christmas, but sometimes it'd be like that. But yeah, you can stand your ground too and create a huge fight. I'm not saying that that's the best idea. I'm not saying I have good ideas, but I have ideas. So, oh shit, that's something that's bad. Don't take all my advice. You know, take it with a grain of salt because I'm definitely a crazy person. And I like to throw a wrench into things sometimes, unfortunately for other people. I feel like I had more to say about weird traditions, but I just got caught up and I forgot. But if you have any weird traditions that you want to tell me about, let me know, because I'm looking to adopt some into my life because I feel like I don't do enough holiday shit. And maybe I want to. And, you know, don't be upset if I don't start doing whatever you recommend because that's a big maybe for me. But another thing is, don't be fake. Just do your best and just be you. You know what I mean? Like, the right people are going to come around and love you for it. Like, you don't got to do all this crazy extra shit to yourself to find the people that are going to care about you and love you. You know, I know this world is really weird and really hard, though. I don't really have much else to say. Really quick holiday tradition episode. But I had notes. And I already touched on all of them because it's like there was not really a whole lot to talk about. But yeah, in my opinion, I do not think that it is okay to put up your Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving. It was always like that in my house. But I also live with someone who kept their Christmas tree up all year round. So I don't have a whole say. I don't have a whole lot. In my house, though, we put our Christmas tree up like the week before Christmas. We're like, oh shit, we got some presents now, so here you go. But I don't know, even still, like I can't buy presents a long time in advance because I'm like so excited to give you the present, you know what I mean? So I have to buy presents like the day before, the day after, like, because I'm just like, hey, look, I cannot control myself. I cannot hide this. I need to give it to you now for my satisfaction. So come on, let's go. So yeah, I have problems with giving presents because I like it. All right, anyways, yeah, so I'm wrapping this up. Peace out. If y'all have anything you want me to talk about, obviously leave it in the chat. I have some more ideas from whatever people wrote the last time. But yeah, let me know. Write me in the chat. Love you. Bye.